Hello! It's a lot more intense for a first song than I expected, but whatever. Where were we? That's satisfying that they're in sync now. Okay. Yes, I know what we were doing. Okay, yes. Oh man, Pixel. You're doing it. You're doing the thing. Praise the circle bird. Okay, so I did a little bulldozing off camera and got a nice wide open area that's going to be our power facility. Freddy's at Funkin' 5. Oh, Pixel, you lied to me. You lied to me. Okay, so to build a factory, I'm gonna need some more materials. Because I want to have a good set of supplies. So here's the thing. I'm thinking of replacing a lot of this stuff, because, like, we have a ton of iron. Like, do we really need all of this material being used? What? Enderman. Is it really necessary that we've got all this material being produced and all of it is just becoming iron? It seems like that's way too much iron for now. Like, we can definitely set it back up again later, but I feel like what we need to do is rework this factory line a little bit. So instead of producing iron, we produce materials with which we can build a good factory floor. So I'm thinking that what we want... Oh, good. Good old Celeste. I think what we want is stone, like good old-fashioned smooth stone, which we can in turn create stone bricks out of with a stone cutter if we need to. Still no strawberry jam. Aw. Rip. Actually, some andesite would be good. Do I still have that line running? Oh, I turned it off temporarily because I was running out of lava. But I could get this going. We actually do have a lot of andesite already. Yeah, Silk Song. That's probably out by now. There we go. There we go. And that'll just produce a lot of andesite really fast at the expense of a lot of lava. Hello, Hudson. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. But yes, this is Minecraft. Hello, Burger. Alright, so this is what? 47 buckets of lava. What is this music? This is apparently Super Metroid. I can hear it. Wish the rain would stop. Okay. So this is just gonna keep on producing... Oh gosh, now Flint is the, Flint has actually become the bottleneck. That's cool. Alright. So we're gonna produce a little bit of andesite for a factory floor. We're also gonna want to make some smooth stone. Which, honestly, do we really need a factory for that? You better believe it, Germ Dove. I need somewhere to park my bulldozer. Smooth stone, andesite, and what else? What else would go with that for factory floor? I mean, I guess stone bricks. You throw in some stone bricks for good measure. That's the bulk of it, though, isn't it? And that's just for the floor. I don't know what to do about the rest of the building. Don't know what you've got till it's gone. Bird paradise. It is, isn't it? I mean, the biters are the creepers, obviously. Alright, this thing is just churning out the supplies for us. This is good. This is really good. Heck, I don't know what that got. I don't know what that's doing in there. Now you're just making things up, Germdove. Yeah, that's really draining our lava fast. It's alright. That's the whole point of it. I know! Aren't they fantastic? Turtle. Also, hello. Oh, good, Hudson. I'm glad. Old-fashioned breakfast burb. Alright. So I think what we want to do, instead of like redoing the factory, I think we can just kind of do a once-off to cook a bunch of cobblestone into smooth stone. And I think we can do that automatically using bulk blasting. We need a bucket of lava and a fan, an encased fan. Lava is easy. I've got this as needed lava farm here. The fan, we should have a fan in here somewhere. Yes, one encased fan. And what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna hook that up to the factory, but I'm gonna do it far away. Because I know better. I've learned by now. Right? Right? Okay, which way? Oh, not that way. Okay, opposite of whatever this is doing. So this is going clockwise, I need counterclockwise. Could do it like right there. Over here somewhere. I'm trying to learn how to type properly. Oh! You're a 3-finger typer? Whee! Okay, that's it. That's what we need. Alright, now we need to put lava down. Tri-typer. Okay, so basically, we can just kind of do, I think, we can just do that. And that shouldn't go anywhere. Perfect. Okay. So this is hot stuff here. If I just throw some cobblestone down, then it should just cook. I don't know how fast. Oh, there it goes. Boom. That's much faster than cooking stacks upon stacks with a furnace. Hey, Theron. We are doing pretty good. We're just getting started here for the night with a bunch of material gathering for the next big project. I mean, I gotta say, Hudson, like, the keyboard shortcuts and stuff, and, like, having to stretch. GameCube! He's here! Let's see if I can do 3 at once. Welcome, GameCube! Circle birds for GameCube, everybody. Hang on, I gotta watch this stone. Like a hawk. Like a bird. How long does this take to actually cook? I don't really know. I guess it's oh, there we go. So I guess it scales up with the amount you're cooking, which makes sense. Okay, so the big project is we're going to be building a power plant. Karvska! Circle bird. Everybody loves Circle Bird. Unfortunate incident with a sword bird. That is unfortunate, GameCube. I assume GameCube was at the receiving end of this unfortunate incident. I popped in to see what was going on. Turtle! It's like it was meant to be. Curbska, it is a pleasure to see you here tonight. It's so... Gosh, it just works. I wish I could take credit for that. See, that does look pretty intentional, doesn't that? That one looks like that was quite intentional. Alright. Boop. Grab that. Gosh, I got a lot of just junk, don't I? What music is this? Super Metroid Overclock Remix. Ah, I see. Curbska, a topic came up the other day. Are we gonna be able to ever see you stream again? Inquiring minds want to know. It's a lot of glue now. We have a lot of glue now.
Come on by the Dobbs Works and he will give you the bird, the circle bird that is. This is the part where I'm being told to say waka waka, but I refuse. I have my dignity.
Refuse. Sorry about all the refuse. You can just throw that in the floorboards. I was hoping we'd have a little bit more treasure chest availability. All right. We're gonna gather some of our materials here. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Pixel. He's lying. He's lying. It is not Friday night for him. Invalid. Okay, so this is where the power plant is gonna go. Right here. You can see we've already done quite a bit of land clearing. That's what all this is for. Actually, let's do some quick maths. Let's see, we're at about 160. We're gonna kind of ballpark it. Now let's go ahead and go all the way to 480. All right, so let's say 480 here and 160. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, yeah, about 50, almost 50 blocks by 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 by 50, 2,000 blocks. Grab our calculator. Divide that by 64. 31 stacks of material if we're gonna do a floor that's that entire size. Oh no, what have you done, Pixel? Let's see here. And we're gonna take most of this andesite. How many stacks did I say? 2,000 blocks. 31. Okay. So these are 9 each. Yeah, that's 18. Okay, that's almost enough right there. We'll get some more smooth stone and we can call it a day. Actually, yeah, we probably do want to go more on the smooth stone than on the andesite, because you can do more with smooth stone. Just one core is enough, right? All right. Who did not get to see the bulldozer last time? he does have those skills to pay the bills. What was I looking for? Fan. There it is. Yeah, let's get a little bit more of this cobblestone cooked. Could not hurt to have more. Okay, there will be. All right, excellent. We are all looking forward to it. Oh, Burger has not gotten to see the bulldozer. Okay. Well, that's all I needed to hear. There we go. I mean, you can't go wrong with Super Metroid music, can you? The worst written assignment of our time. Of a generation. Oh, you know what game I just completely forgot about that I should go back to play sometime in the future? Cave Story. Ow. 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 Isn't it, Pixel? Isn't it? That's why you wear a hard hat. Cave Story is quite good. There we go. Now we got that's enough for a factory floor right there. Bring in the heat. Oh, you know it. All right, let's go find something to bulldoze, guys. I'm going to go grab the bulldozer. You never played Cave Story? It's an in-depth game. Like, it's got a lot of things going on. All right, the bulldozer, Mark 1. We're taking it out for a spin. I'm gonna need some rails, though. I don't have any rails. How do I not have any rails? There we go. There's some rails. Is it grindy? Not really. It's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, very Metroid-esque, but with like actual characters and adventure and all this other stuff. I need bed. We're gonna find something nice to destroy here. Oh yeah, there's some pillagers in that hole. Don't let them scare you. All right, find a nice terrain to just absolutely demolish. Actually, this whole little stretch here that we're walking through might be a good let's see, because if nothing else, there's the trees in the way that need to be dealt with. So I could totally pave through this area. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of dig down a little bit to make sure we can kind of really scoop up some ground here. All right, who's ready for some bulldozing? Show of hands. Here we go. All right, just a little bit of rail to get it started. It does keep coming up. All right, yeah, so. All right, we are in the bulldozer. It's tough to tell because it's overlapping with the terrain a little bit. All we really need to do now is just give it a little bit of fuel and shove it off. All right, we're going. Let's close up the lid. Now, it's gonna be really hard to see what's going on until we get out of this area. All right, here we go. All right. the Samus strut. Let's get out of here a little bit so we can see it in action. This is the Bulldobzer. Don't mind that there are some leaves stuck to it. That just happens sometimes. It has a fully integrated storage system to put all the items it's collecting. It deals with treetops, ground, even gaps, and it is a freaking wall of death. You don't want to be on the business end of the Bulldobzer. There it goes. Let's hop back in, shall we? As you can see, if it encounters a gap, it will pave its own way through. Let's get a good view from the top. I haven't put a lounge chair up here yet. Exactly. And this is only the Mark 1. Just imagine what we can get away with in the future. So yeah, we're just paving a road here. This thing just eats the world. It's great. In a couple settings, it gets a ton of likes. But I mean, the internet is weird like that. All right, now we're gonna break it back down. Boop. And there's our cleared land here. We have a very wide swath of cleared real estate here. The power of the Bulldobzer. These guys are just kind of having a little party down here. We try not to bug them. Cotton Eye Joe. Sure. Well, so much for the lava. Alright, so that's as much andesite as we're getting for now. I knew the lava was going to run out at some point on that. This thing does not produce lava nearly fast enough to keep up. Yeah, we're empty on that. Eco-friendly, yeah. Alright, now we gotta go put it back in the dock over here. This is just the official location for it. Alright, and we can put our encased fan back as well. And we can get started on tonight's project. We have a lot of block placing to do. All right, so the thing that I found, it's biodegradable. What I found is that these furnace engines like this one put out a ton of power, but they require like a lot of material to keep them running, which is not terrible to get a hold of. Like if you keep a steady supply of lumber coming, which I've got like a little tree farm back here that's self-sustaining, it's wind powered, so it's very clean. If you can keep like a little one of these running, you can supply it with way more wood than it can ever use. But that takes up a lot of area around the factory, and I would hate to have to spin one of those up every time I need a furnace engine. Because that's a healthy chunk of the factory floor just devoted to power generation. So the plan is that we are going to build a central power facility that's going to have just a ton of furnace engines set up in it, all supplied by a integrated tree farm. And then we're going to run conveyor belts. We're going to run mechanical belts like power lines to all the facilities that need power. Because there's not really a limit on how much, at least that I've found, there's not really a limit on how much you can chain pieces together. A single unit can only go like 16 blocks, but each, when you chain them together, you can just keep chaining. So that's our plan, is basically, oh gosh, how'd you get out? How did you get out? Well, you missed, so too bad for you, jerk. All right, so put the bread away, put the torches away, put the toolbox away, put the wrench away, put the coal away. And we're just gonna get out a lot of blocks. I should get a stone cutter over here. We did it! How many tokens could one man possibly need? Alright, so let's do andesite, stone, and what else? I guess we want to do just stone bricks, right? And that's basically it. It's just these 3 blocks. This nice gray palette. And alright, actual design. Actual design. We might want to go like L-shaped here. To have like the tree farm be outside and being pumped into the factory. So one corner of the factory is outdoors for tree production. And then that gets carried into a large interior where we're basically supplying a chain of furnace engines with power. Mario run, Sonic jump. Let's do like this. Make it a little bit easier for me to swap between these blocks and keep them vaguely even. Alright, I really gotta figure this out before we start laying down blocks. Tree farm out this way, I think. And then cart into here. To a kind of... Yeah, I just need lots of room. So I guess let's just go for it. You know what, let's just kind of go pretty arbitrary on the placement here. There we go. There we go. That's kind of even. Nope, it's not at all even. I used a lot more smooth stone than anything else, which is fine. Somewhat consistent. I guess whichever one I'm throwing down first is just going to happen to get used a lot more. Just trying to go for a little bit more texture than just like, here's one single block across the entire floor. That's my goal, at least. Also, I don't want it to be made of lumber at all. I don't want to have any flammable materials. Because, you know, it's supposed to be a big power facility that's producing a lot of energy. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. Mostly. Yeah, texture's alright. It's a pretty standard array of block types, I think. There we go. So that's an even distribution. Although there's a lot more diagonals than I would normally like. I think I want to go a little bit less on the stone bricks, maybe? I'm not sure. It's too late to back out now. As long as we have enough area for everything. It's very not. It's not the clumps you would normally get, I think. Something like this is fine. We're gonna need a whole lot of furnace engines, and they are kind of a pain to produce. You can't craft them. You have to use the mechanical crafting machine. This is like an 8-block area, so on average, I should have like a little bit less than 3 blocks if I'm trying to like get really consistent with like the percentage. I should play Prime 2 again sometime. I really enjoyed that game. I do feel like every single one of these buildings we're making has like a completely different style and design pattern going on. There's absolutely no consistency, which is fine. You know, we're just experimenting with different ideas is all it is. Alright, so we want to do more of that. More of that. And then stone brick. Which we don't actually need anything like that. It's just stone brick. One of the easiest things to craft. Let's see, they added stone brick. They added stone brick when they added Enderman. And pumpkins, maybe? No, pumpkins were already around. I don't remember if pumpkins were around. But I remember it was such a nice block because it took time to make, unlike cobblestone, which you just kind of wound up having a ton of for free. Stone brick took time to make, but if you accidentally broke one with your pick, you didn't have to remake it. You could just plop it right back down. So it was this perfect block of, hey, this shows you took time getting the materials and not just threw whatever you had left over from your chests in. But it also gave you the security that you'd normally get a building from cobblestone, where, oops, I broke it, I'll just put it back where it goes. Built different bricks. What is the quest? Shining Darkness. Easy, easy. a little bit lighter on the stone bricks for this one. Oh, Theron's a barbarian? When did that... Oh man, guys. Alright. So, in Dungeons and Dragons, you can play a lot of different types of characters. But it is not uncommon to kind of lean towards a certain class as your kind of personal favorite. How about this? Is this the right? No, we need it wider. It is not uncommon to have a favorite class that you like to play. All right, that's not weird or anything. Hovercat exclusively plays barbarians. Like that is her jam. Oh, so it hasn't been that long. The barbarian thing is a recent development, Darren. You can see it. Part of it is she doesn't much care for the strategy aspect of the game. She likes the big numbers. She wants to see big numbers come up on the dice. All right, let's go like one more reasonable layer out here. Yeah, one more set of 4. And then we might do like one extra filler layer on one of the edges to numerically help things add up the way I want them to. Kind of close to playing TF2 tonight instead of Minecraft. And I was like, I don't know. I'm just not sure. So I was like, no. I gotta get this power plant done, man. It is a fun game. It's very popcorny. It's like I can just like, yeah, I'll play a couple rounds. And that turns into like 8 rounds, 9 rounds. Now like sorcerers. Wood Elf Ranger that forgoes bows in favor of dual wielding. Oh gosh. All right, wait. What version? When you say Ranger, dual wielding Ranger, is this 3.5? Is it version 5e? What are we talking here? All right, I need to calculate some blocks here. All right, we're at 163. $93, all right. So 163. So this is 30, 132. All right, that's nice. 32 blocks wide, and then 488, 10, 20, 22. 32 by 22. I gotta think if this works for me. Because I'm thinking like putting down like pillars on the outside wall or something. And if I did that, I need to keep the number, like, I need to keep in mind how that's gonna work. Like, there'll be like big pillar. Actually, is the wall gonna go here or here? Probably here. So if that's the outside wall, let's say, then we'd have like, I don't know, big pillar here, and then there'd be a big pillar at the end. Let's say this is the end. not there. And then we need to have, I want to have even spaces between pillars and not have like one left over or something. So that means that the amount of space we have actually is equal to the wall width. So it'd be 32 and 22. So let's say I do like, how many big pillars? It's gonna be a lot of big pillars, isn't it? A pillar every 5 blocks or something. A gap of 5. Like, imagine a gap of 5 and 1. Gap of 5 and then 1. So that would mean I get like 5 gaps and 4 pillars. Would mean 29. It's basically add 1 and then see what it's divisible by. 33. Not divisible by the best stuff. And then compare that to 23. Ugh. So that doesn't work for us. If we're gonna do, like, that kind of thing. 33, 23, how many more out would I need to go then to get some good numbers? 36. 36 has plenty of divisors. So 35 wide would be great instead of 32. So bring it out 3 blocks. And then on the other end, currently we have 22, so 23. So bring it out 1 block. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do 3 extra on this dimension and 1 extra on this dimension. And then we've got plenty of options for what we can do with the exterior. I'm gonna need more blocks. Perfect. Now we have blocks. Still using any D&D related video games. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking it was gonna be. It's the reason I ask is that so many people are like really hard on Rangers as a class. The general criticism I hear is that it's just not great at anything. It's good at some things, but doesn't have as much versatility as other classes. So it's not even the go-to for jack of all trades. That's the criticism I usually hear about Ranger. That said, I've never played a Ranger. Like, usually if I want just like a well-rounded fighting class, I will probably just go fighter. For versatile, honestly, I like cleric a lot. Because they're kind of tanky in combat. They can dish out some damage, and they have a little bit of utility spells every once in a while if you need that. There we go. There is our power plant floor. Cleric can do it all. It really can. The Swiss Army knife of Dungeons and Dragons. All right, so I think we will do a perimeter of cobble. Wait a second, is this too boring of a shape? It's just a rectangle, right? Surely we can do better than that. Let's start with the floor and work our way from there. Maybe what we need to do is start with the functionality and then build around that. Maybe that's the play. Let the function shape the form. All right, so we are gonna have a tree farm around here somewhere. It doesn't even have to be huge. I don't even know what kind of wood we want to use. Most powerful shape, the triangle. Although I am quite partial to hexagons. I got a bit of a soft spot for hexagons, I'm gonna be honest. Let's build up the ground. No, it's not. You have, let's think about it. Let's think about the ground while we're on the way. Okay. We also got to consider what kind of tree. Gosh, this thing really got out of hand. We got to consider what kind of tree we are going to be constructing. A tree farm. We need a windmill bearing. We're gonna need a couple of portable storage interfaces to actually gather the materials. Raiders do get access to healing and nature spells, and the animal companion is nice force fire. Like a tougher druid. Yeah, no, I think that's pretty accurate. Part of it is that I typically play pretty low-powered campaigns. I don't like the like way out there, like the level, like even once you get to like level 8, I'm like, this is hard to visualize that we are powerful enough to do these things. This doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. I like campaigns that are around like level 3 to 6. Pretty low level stuff. Part of that is just that Dungeons and Dragons as a system like tries to go really heavy on like simulationist gameplay of like there's a rule for every action you can take. But it winds up being really weird when you get to the high levels. Like, okay, so you can basically fall off a mountain and just walk it off. Sure. All right, windmill bearing, portable storage interface, and we're gonna need some windmill frames. I need sticks. I need a lot of sticks. I don't have any in here. I'll get some. I think we'll add some wool. The wool is not actually necessary, as it turns out, but it feels weird to have a windmill with no, like, woolen sails. Do I have some shears somewhere? Did I, like, die and lose them? Or I'm just looking straight past them? Either way, let's just go shear some sheep. Okay, tree type. I think we're gonna not do oak because... Oh, maybe the shears are in here. They are not. I'll just make some shears. We're not gonna do oak because then we have all these apples to deal with. I might go with... Saw you, gray sheep. Hi. Might go with... Spruce gets really tough. You know what? Maybe birch is the way to go. Dark oak is weird because you have to do 2x2s. Oak, you have to deal with all the apples. Acacia, I don't even have any acacia saplings. And jungle wood, I don't think you get a good enough return on jungle wood. Like, for the number of saplings. Like, it feels like the drops are never quite enough to keep it moving. So, I guess we will stick with birch. Oh, leave the shears in here. Leave the shears in here's. Alright, so let's go build us a little mini tree farm, huh? You know what? I could just like take this tree farm. Like all the saws and deployers are in here that we could use. Maybe. Thinking about it, I'm considering it. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna use these. I will let this guy go for a little bit. Let it saw these last few trees down. And then we'll come back for the saws. Ranger is more reliant on the setting. Yeah, I think that's probably a lot of it. Oh gosh, that did everything. They're all gone. We did it. Cool. Well, now I can grab these. Boop, 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 boop. And we can break these so that they don't grow. There we go. Tree farm is offline for now. Yeah, let's grab some oak logs. No, let's make it spruce like this one. That just looks good. Dark oak. No, I do lean towards spruce for this case. I have a dumb idea for the quest. I was thinking, like, at some point I need to raise the wager cap. What if you had to spend tokens to raise the wager cap? And it lasts forever. Or maybe it's a rare drop item that you get occasionally from quests, allows you to go on more powerful quests. And then, oh, actually that works out pretty well. But it raises the cap by a set amount, not by a ratio. So instead of being like, oh, it keeps going up by 5%, so it scales up and up and up, it's always like, it raises the cap by like 100 every time. So like, the first one, it's like, okay, that's a decent increase. But then it's like, we're up to like 5,000 as the cap, and it's like, all right, 100. That's not too much. We're gonna need more of these Herodric cubes and power crystals and Vespine gas to really get to the good quests. This is very jazzy, and I don't know if I'm into it. What do these items do? They're each tied to a command. So they each do a command. But sometimes the command may not be applicable. For instance, if it's tied to the command slice up, and there's no wheel running at the moment, then it's not going to do anything. Is there any way to find out the conditions? I'm thinking of adding an item that can identify items, or a command that you can spend money to identify items. Actually, the latter, probably. Hudson the Archer. What a party. That's what the ruby does. Mystery solved. Typically, the artifact type will have some clue. Or the item description will have some clue. Where is space? That's a deep question, man. You might say up, but isn't down just as valid an answer? How do you play it? Wait, the sound effect? How do you do soundboard spam? Why, exclamation mark sound, my friend. Oh gosh. Don't like that. Don't like that. Whew. All right, so we're gonna need a windmill bearing. Let's target like right here. Human constructs. It's like they say, the enemy gate is down. It was a big thing in the old book, Ender's Game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that what we want to do? Probably. That's about right. And then we will need to go back and get some glue now that I think about it. But whatever. So we need... Oh, I need a radial chassis. Dang it. So... I think this puts me in the minority, I think, but I prefer Speaker for the Dead.
Space, I'm gonna go to space, yes, please, space, go to space, space, I'm gonna go to space, space, go to space.
Go to space. What else did I need? Glue. That might be it for now. I think it's the first sequel, yeah. But I think a lot of people prefer Ender's Shadow, maybe? I don't remember. All I remember is that my opinion is, like, slightly weird. Radial chassis, dang it. All right, you know what? We've probably got everything we need for a radial chassis. So screw that. We're not going back. We're gonna just make one here. I can remember how to make one. It is, I need a toolbox. I need to grab some of my andesite alloy. And then it's a log and some planks and some alloy. Okay, that's casing. It's just logs and alloy, okay. Do I need this? I don't even think I really need this. But it will, I think it makes this easier. So the idea is that it makes it easier to stick things to it or something. Yeah, from Bean's perspective. Gosh, it has been a long time. Okay, so we do a little smidge of glue here. And then the wrench will tell us how much will stick to it. I don't even remember if I need glue on that or if it just works. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, we need to make sure that we're only sticking 5. There we go. Next, I need to make some sails. Sails. These are sticks and alloy. This is gonna be a lot of sails, but that's cool with me. 32 sails. All right, why not? Now, I don't even remember. Will sails just automatically, like... Do they auto-stick? Yes. Okay, cool. So I don't need to actually do any extra work on the sail to make that work. Whatever. I just need you to get, so I can get up here. Cool. Looks all right. Can you make boats? Ooh. I think technically you probably could. Dang it. Not how I want you to stick. There we go. Eh. No, not there. No, go up. I want it up. I want it up. Please. There we go. All that for that. No point. All right, let's make sure that works. Let's make sure these wrenches are down to 1 on that, 5 on that. Cool. It works. Those sails are cool. They are cool. I like the windmill stuff in this game. Also, let's see here. Is there anything else we can change on that? I guess not. Okay. Now we need to attach some things to this. I guess we actually do need some glue on this part. Bloop. And we are going to make that 5. Like that. Maybe 6. Put these flowers over here for now. Make sure they're out of harm's way. So what we need now is mechanical saws at the base. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are going to chop the trees. And then we need our deployers, which we can, yeah, we can wrench that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the spot? No. Dang it. Whatever. We're just gonna glue these on. Gonna do vertical, whatever. There we go. And we're gonna tell these to only place birch saplings from attached storage units. What attached storage units, you may ask? This one, right? Right here. Ta-da. I think once I load this up, I think we're pretty much done. This is gonna just produce stuff. But there's one other thing we need to do. We need to add the portable storage interface. We're gonna put it up top here. And we're gonna make sure that this is, oh wait, that's only at 1. All right, well, we're going to glue it here. This is what will make the whole contraption pause and deposit its treasure. There it goes. And it's out. So now we wait. So right here is where the thing passes over. So I think right here is where we want the interface. Let's see if this works. Yep, that's it. Cool. So what this is doing is every time this... What does glue do? So this mod is full of these things called contraptions, which are things that move, even though in Minecraft they shouldn't be able to move and spin and stuff. There are a few blocks that are built in for creating small contraptions, but if you want to attach more blocks to them, the way to do that is with glue. All right, so this tree is going to get chopped. Boom. And now the treasure chest has more saplings in it, but also this thing has wood in it. It doesn't have anywhere to put it right now. So it's going to place a few new saplings that it got. There we go. All right, so this thing is self-sufficient. Good night, Hudson. A happy circle bird to you too, my friend. Oh, gosh. Yeah, this thing moves kind of fast now. With all these... With this many sails, this thing can really get going. You only need 8 sails to make it move. But every 8 beyond that you add, it gets faster and faster, which is cool. Okay, so that's our lumber supply taken care of. Let's build a whole bunch of very expensive components. This is where things are going to get a little bit tricky. We are going to use the mechanical crafters to build some big items. Flywheels and furnace engines, which produce a ton of power. We're going to need a lot of these, I think. All right, we can put our super glue back. I need to look up the recipe for each of these items. Furnace engine. Brass, piston, and brass casing. So basically a lot of brass. Okay. And then the flywheel. More brass. Okay. We just need to make as much brass as we can manage. Brass is copper and zinc. We need a lot of this, don't we? Man. Let me look at something quick. We have to use it from a copper ingot, and really the only way to do that is we can do the blasting, a furnace, and that's it. Okay. We have to do that with both copper and zinc. So I need some raw copper and raw zinc, and a lot of it. A giant windmill for clean, renewable energy. I have... Here's the thing. The amount of power you get from a windmill caps out at... I don't know. I don't remember exactly how many it is. Maybe like 64 or something. So this is doing 1,024 stress units at how many rotations per minute do you think this is? This is like very slowly turning. Very slow turning, but it's 1,000 stress units. So like you could use some gear, like some big gear to little gear conversion to actually speed that up, but you'd have less stress units. So that's for what? 16 of those sails. Let's say the max is like 8 times that. So you could get a full rotation in like to there. So it'd be kind of rotation. That's still a pretty slow rotation, but that's 1,024 units. That's pretty good. That's an awful lot of rotations per minute. The problem is that, oh, this has stopped running. Why has it stopped running? Oh, I bet the wood is clogged up, isn't it? Yep, a birch sapling got onto the line. And that's gonna happen again. Eh. Whoops. Anyway, 1,024. This guy is putting out 16,000 at about the same speed that we discussed earlier. So basically it comes down to this is a tremendous amount of power. How do I get up there? How do I get up there to fix that issue? Jump onto this one. Jump up here, jump up here, jump up here. Boop. I don't know how these guys are getting on here, but whatever. I don't care that much. So yeah, that's what it boils down to, is sheer power. We need a lot of, because we're gonna be plugging together a lot of these furnace engines, as many as we can muster. It's just gonna take a lot of brass ingots and brass sheets. So that means a lot of copper, a lot of zinc, and it's still not much. Like if I want to make one pair of these, all right, how much does a brass casing cost? 2 to make 4, so effectively a brass casing is half of a brass. Okay, so that's not too bad. So that's 8.5. And then the other part of the pair takes 7.5. So we're dealing with 16 per pair. So that means a stack of brass is gonna get me 4. Yeah. It's gonna make me 4 engines. That's not a lot. Now, granted, you combine 64 copper, 64 zinc, that's 2 stacks of brass. Definitely not cursed. There's a little bit more copper floating around in here. You know what? I might just need to go underground. Because I'm hoping to get at least like a dozen of these furnace engines if we could. That would be ideal. I trust that circle bird. He looks very trustworthy. I think that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna head down below and use the drill. I mean, that's what it's there for, you know? We made this drill for a reason, guys. It's to get ridiculous amounts of materials very quickly. But it was before I fully understood how the chassis stuff worked. Oh wait, we need to get off at this stop, don't we? Yeah, this is our stop. Zoop. All right, the drill. I hear you. There's a bat in the drill. What are you guys doing? Get out. I guess it's been a while since we've been in here. All right, this thing is just like filled with supply depots. Actually, I kind of want to go ahead and offload some of this stuff before we get going. 4 barrels, an extra chest. It's just kind of, oh, gosh. What is this, some kind of train robbery? Oh, there you are. All right, so So let's get these kind of all set off to one side. And then let's just start peeling this stuff out of here. And there is a lot of it. I think we're gonna need more treasure chests, so let's go ahead and put another one of these guys down. Right here. Alright, what do we got? More cobblestone. Well, I'm just shifting between playlists all the time. Has a lot of cobblestone, which would be great, but I can produce cobblestone for free, so it's like not as big a deal these days. The Keep of Royal Ice? Man. Sounds like a disaster. Get lots of treasure, cargo hold space. Diorite, andesite, gravel and granite and dirt. Cool. Very traditional blocks. Very normal blocks. All right, we're getting there. I think just very full of all sorts of junk. All right. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going. But I mean, that's the thing, is this machine churns through the ground. And suddenly there is no ground left. So it's very effective. All right, is that enough? Maybe. I think we're good. Probably good there. Okay, so what do we need to do here? We need to power this guy. Which means I need a single cobblestone. Which of course I do. All right. Luckily I've got this nice little crawl space down here somewhere. All right, well that's not as good, but whatever. That will work. Cool. Now we need a rail cart, which should be over here. Or not? Oh wait, that was in here, wasn't it? There we go. Oh, and the lever was in there too. Nice. Whatever. We got it. Okay, so we just plop this through here and we're basically ready to go. Zoop, got it. Okay. Now we just pick a direction. And a depth. I don't know what height we're gonna find zinc and copper at. I think a little bit higher, honestly, is what we want to shoot for. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling. Not too much higher, but you know, the copper layer. Now we just need to kind of pick a direction. Maybe this direction. This looks promising. All right. I think we're all set to have a blast. All right, let's see if this is gonna work the way I hope it does. Seems good. All right, let's, whoa, don't mind the gap. All right, you can't shift and move on this. It doesn't count. All right, I hope this works and doesn't kill me horribly. Go. All right, are we going in? Let's take a look. Make sure the tracks are being placed. All right, looks good. Oh, we definitely want, oh, can I not move this back? Oh, I can't. Okay, cool. Ooh. Forgot that was a thing. It's all good. We're fine. We are fine. All right. The Epoch Mark II. Barreling on in. I may as well grab these as I go. See, this is how you mine, right? Like this. You just kick back, let it take care of business for you. Place down a torch every once in a while. Have a seat and enjoy the ride. Water flows. Anything out the window? Some iron. See, this is interesting. I can't seem to affect... Oh, that one. Wait, that one I can. Why can't I... Oh, there it goes. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't working. We out of fuel? No, we're good. Oh. Well, cool. See, as cool as this little hatch setup looks, I keep getting pushed through it. So that's something to keep in mind. I love how this makes a bridge for me as we go. What I don't like is I can't see beyond the drill. Yeah, lakes of lava are kind of the weakness. The drill doesn't mind. The drill just keeps going. Like, if we encounter a lake of lava, the drill will scoff and continue to drill right into it. Now, what becomes a problem is when I myself am in there while it's going through the lake of lava. There are ways around this, though. What you can do is you can actually have the drill... Like, I'm making the drill build a bridge before it places its rails, right? You can do something similarly by having it place basically a full shell of cobblestone in front of itself and then dig out the core. Like, basically, every time it moves forward one block, it places a wall of cobblestone in front of itself, and then it drills everything out of the middle of that. And the effect is that the shape it creates is an extruding tunnel, like it's building a wall of cobblestone, like a tunnel around itself as it goes. I think maybe if it's like chunks away, like out of the loaded area, it will stop. But the only thing that would stop it now is if it runs out of fuel, in which case I just pop another coal in there. And then, because it's still going right now. I was so excited about the prospect of like a spinning drill arm, even though it would be slower, just being able to see ahead and know like, oh, there is in fact lava in front of us. That is going to be a problem. Like that would have made it so much nicer to have a window in front. And then just a drill that occasionally spins in front of your view. We're getting awfully far away. No, I was so looking forward to that. Now here's the thing. The thing can be not loaded and still act upon the world. What? So here's something. This limitation about spinning mechanisms, that's only a limitation on cart assemblies. Assemblies that are tied to a minecart. There are other moving assemblies. One such is the mechanical piston. Let's see here. Sure, that's the one. Which just pushes a thing forward. I think... Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't know for sure on this. Actually, okay, here's the thing. What you could do... Oh, did we run? Oh, it stops. It stops when I'm pondering. What we could do is use a mechanical piston. Basically, build a rotating contraption. Build a normal rotating drill. Because we already tested, we can do it as long as it's stationary. Like it's not an assembled thing, it's just blocks in the world. What you would have to do then is after it's done drilling, you push that entire drill assembly forward by one block and then let it spin again. And then push it forward by one block, let it lock into place and then spin again. Now this has a lot of issues and challenges to overcome. You need to power it somehow. Like right now, all these drills are being powered by the force of the cart pushing it forward. Ooh, this is a cave. You know what? We might need to turn around pretty soon. Yeah. Now, there are some blocks I have not played around with just yet. Stickers? This guy. Sticker. I will ponder this. So this is a block that is only sticky when it receives redstone. Or it toggles between sticky and unsticky. So what you can basically do is use that to basically make kind of a caterpillar machine. Caterpillar. So the front, this arm right here, is a spinning drill arm that spins in a very wide radius and just drills everything one block in front of it. And then somehow on that have a, there is a, it's not gonna be in here, a redstone contact. A redstone contact can detect, like, look at this right here. It can detect when something crosses its path, basically. When another one crosses its path. So you would have to do something like that. I think I am going to turn around here. Boop. Wait. Boop. There we go. Oh, I stopped right in front of all this free copper. Yeah, so basically I would have it on a big spinning drill arm And then whenever the drill reaches 12 o'clock or whatever, it sends a signal to another system that pushes the whole assembly forward by 1 block and somehow then pulls itself forward 1 block as well. So you have like the front assembly gets pushed by the back assembly 1 block forward, and then somehow that front assembly can then pull the back assembly with it after it locks back into place. Oh, is that a full block of copper? Is that a thing? That's a raw copper block. That's 9 copper right there. I did not know that was a thing you could get. What I want to do is go over just far enough that I can see through the window and I can see the other side, if that makes sense. So let's see, this is like 1, 2, 3, and then middle. So 1, 2, 3, and then middle. Yeah, it would be a complicated system. And here's the thing, it needs to be powered. The whole thing has to be powered by something. So you could have a pair of furnace engines that you supply with power the whole time. This is not an ideal spot. There we go. Ah, look, I can see out the window for once. Oh, now that's a new experience entirely. Where the piston's glued to the thing it's pushing. I don't think so. I think you actually have to have 2 separate contraptions operating. So I don't think it's impossible. You'd either have to have them be powered by windmills, which means it needs a lot of room, or I don't know. There's other things that can power it, right? Look, I can see. How strange. Seeing the machine at work. This is entirely new. Look at this thing just chugging away. You power with coal somehow. The only thing that would generate power with coal is a furnace engine, and it needs something to cook. Oh boy. Okay, so here's the thing. The cart assembly is like a freebie because it can pull from any attached storage because it is a contraption. Now, once it locks into place in the world, I think it no longer counts as a single unit, and then it can't magically pull power. Well, the cart assembly doesn't pull coal. It's, what is it that we're pulling? We're pulling rails because, back here, where is it? Back here, we're scooping up the rails as we go. Oops. Oop. Okay, well, we can't interact with this. There we go. We're scooping up the rails and we're placing cobblestone. And the source of those is, in both of these cases, blocks we're mining. Possibly... Oh, we're stuck on gravel. It always does get stuck on gravel for a little bit, because the gravel keeps falling into place and having to be mined. Go. Get him. This is really neat. So maybe the deployer would need power. It's definitely something to think about. But it won't be easy to figure out. Silvercat is on her way back home. It is getting a little bit late. It does. I could see that little subway car. It is basically just a big tube that makes other tubes. Like, this is quite a large tunnel that we're digging out here. Just gotta mind the gaps. What I should do is I should get down ahead of it. Ooh, I want to see this. Oh, it's busting through! Oh, that's satisfying. Heck yeah. What we should do is we should go ahead and clear out a little bit of area. We have tubes that make other tubes. Well said. It is a boring machine. I built this one a few streams ago, specifically for digging big tunnels and collecting resources. And to kind of learn a little bit more about how part assemblies work in this mod. It is tricky. So here's one thing I found, is when you want to actually empty out a cart assembly, it's a bit of a pain. Like when you lock it into place in the world, that's one thing. That's doable. But then like scooping it back up is really annoying to do. That was kind of the idea with the dry dock, is that it would be easy to... Actually, you know what? That's kind of the point of the dry dock. We'll do that at the dry dock. It was super interesting. It was a fun build to learn how this stuff works, and I still completely missed the point of linear chassis. Like, now that I get how linear chassis work, I realize I wasted a ton of glue building this. Way too much. Like, the whole point is, like, you can use a single glue on the chassis, and that glues everything in a straight line from that block. Up to a certain point that you decide. Alright, once we get to the end, we're gonna scoop this up. This is one of the things you can do with a cart assembly, is you scoop up the whole thing as an item by just right-click, shift right-click. Ooh. You just shift right-click and the whole thing gets picked up. Yeah, whenever I'm like mousing over it with the wrench and there's a number, that's how many blocks will a glue-connected block continue out from it. What am I hearing? It sounded very splatty. Alright, I think we're basically to the end here. Let's do it. There we go. Boom. Shift right click, and now the whole cart and all of its items are in my inventory. There is a scary limit with that can crash the game and your world, I think. Because these NBT tags are carrying with it the information of every item stored in this cart assembly. And if that is too much information, it will crash. Like, you can overflow that. Yeah, so I'm thinking that if I get to a point in this world where I'm like, okay, I did it. I figured out the entire mod, and I've got it down to a science, and I get it now, and I'm done. There are mod packs out there put together by the guys that made Create that include a lot of other mods that basically make it so that, okay, now that you got the basics figured out, now combine that with these other mods that require tons of items and use that to build you know, these ridiculous contraptions. Above and Beyond is the mod pack. I bet our factory is stopped. It is in fact stopped because of this tree. This is something that we want to make sure we address in the new factory. Oh wait, no. Oh! This is why it's stopped up. Because it is actually overloaded with charcoal. That was a lot of experience points there. This chest is too full of charcoal. I don't get on the multiplayer server these days. I should bring that back at some point. All right, this is gonna be the dumb way to do this, but it will work. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, freeing up space. We need to make sure that the power generation, the power station, has overflow protection. Look at all that charcoal, it's completely useless. Oh, we were gonna look at what other things can actually generate power. Water wheel. Hand crank. A fan, if it's placed over fire. Windmill. Furnace engine. Flywheel. Yeah, I think windmill might be the way to go. Just a very small windmill, if we can figure out what's doable. Still there, just empty right now. Yeah. All right, we're gonna plop down our minecart contraption, and we're gonna place it in the world. And we're gonna left click with our wrench. There we go. And that situates it into the world once more. And now that it's situated in the world, we can inspect what it got. Yep, that's Big Snowy, as we called it. There we go, a little bit of copper. We're looking for copper and zinc. Okay, all right, I'm seeing a lot of copper and not a lot of zinc. A lot of copper, not a lot of zinc. Cool. Well. Huh. I mean, I guess I should have seen that coming. At least got a little gold out of it, right? I got 17 zinc out of this whole thing, and some of that I mined myself, I think. Well, that was kind of a bust. Yeah, maybe I just don't know the right spot to find the zinc. Look at this. Look at this monstrosity. It's just a bunch of drills. Ooh, doing create on a server. It's doable. It's certainly doable. I know that it's possible to do multiplayer create. All right, well, this has been a total waste of time. All right. Any other zinc that we got? One ingot. That's it. Wow, it's really just not a lot of zinc. Like normally I'd be like, all right, now we're gonna use the lava thing to quickly cook it all, but like honestly, it's like that's not a lot to cook. So let's just do it manually because why not? Let me put this card assembler. Oh yeah, that's your heavy medic combo right there. All right. So what did I say? 16 brass for a single power combo. So we're gonna make 8 with this much? Gosh, that's not enough. I'm just gonna need to go down there and just look for zinc. I guess I'm not above mining. Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot about the crushing. Not that one. Let's see here. Raw zinc gives you crushed zinc, and washed crushed zinc gives you 9 and a chance of gunpowder. Is that how that works? I saw that creeper, don't worry. Oh, well, there's some zinc right here. I don't even have a fortune pickaxe. I don't even have an enchanting table. Let's go up a layer. It's like I kind of expected the zinc to be around the copper layer, but as it turns out, not the case. Oh, let's go in here. Hang on. This road. This was the first big run of the epoch. So it's a big tunnel with lots of exposed walls. For those chunky zinc veins. There we go. Look at this. We're getting more zinc than that entire run of the drill got us. Yeah, this is more zinc than we got in the entire run of that drill. Cool. Really makes the drill feel worth it. I guess the drill exposed this vein, so it is worth it. Gold. Worthless gold. Unlucky. That turtle luck, as they say. Some out there, but that's a little bit tricky to get to. Alright, this is a weird stretch of water that was created by the drill, basically. Ooh, hi. Oh, here we go. I would get excited about the redstone, but I did find there is a way to basically produce it. It was a little bit roundabout. Normally redstone is my big, like, I'm out of this. We have to make potions. Potion of strength applied to cinder flower. Well, can you... The cinder flower... Alright, I know it's just netherrack. It's just ground up netherrack. But... there's no way to just produce it, which bugs me. It means that these factories I make, if I'm producing redstone, they can't be fully self-contained. They have to have an external source of material that I ship in. And if I run out, the factory shuts down. The Above and Beyond mod pack adds things like the traditional like rubber trees, getting sap and processing it into materials, which I always find that fascinating. Like fluid stuff in Minecraft, mods that work with that, I really do enjoy that. I like pipes. I like the aesthetic. I like the concept. Man, this really is the way, huh? Set the drill loose, and then just go back behind it. If I remember, I want to show you guys the trailer for the mod pack that adds all the extra stuff to this mod. What is this stuff again? Azurine. It's just a decorative block. You can craft it into, like, the usual set of slabs, stairs, polished, unpolished. See, if I could somehow, like, set up the drill in such a way that after a set time it could turn or something, you know? I just have no idea how in the world I would do that. Alright, so this was an issue. The drill had an issue here. But that's not to say the drill had an issue. The drill went right through. No problem. The problem was more with me being in the drill. I think there are some rich veins in vanilla, but I don't actually know how big they get. Just a little bit. Any zinc in here? Nope. No, we are back. You know what? That was actually a decent run there. That was the way to do it. So the drill, although it can just go, the best way to really use it is as a mining aid, not as an unattended mining device. You know what? That's probably enough. The thing is, I'm imagining basically attaching something like one of those big drill walls to a very long extended piston, and then putting that on a rotating mechanical bearing. The effect would be that you get a very wide, sweeping drill that just basically carves out a donut shape in the world. But with a long enough piston extension, after it reaches the end, you can tell it to retract X number of blocks and repeat. Kind of the same thing we were talking about earlier, but just different application. I don't know why I was cooking stone. All right. Now we actually have some extra backup zinc. Pretty crazy, if you ask me. All right, that's still going. I kind of thought that would be done after I got back. All right, well, that was decent progress today. The drill is over at the docks. We turned off the andesite. Yeah, we turned off the andesite generation, which means that our lava should be building back up. 26 buckets. A long way to go from a full tank. And I actually want to tack on a few extra layers to that tank. But apparently we can just hook up cauldrons to that and make it a lot simpler, which is fine by me. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. And this thing is probably... This has been running for a while. Decent. Yeah, I guess just let it keep going. Yeah, so my main bottleneck now is I just want to be able to have more furnace engines. Maybe if I set it up so that it is extensible. Extendable, whatever, I don't know. Design it in such a way that it's easy to tack on like 8 more furnace engines at the end in some kind of tiling pattern. Because here's the setup that you need. Here's the setup you need. Let's take a look at this. Modular. Yeah. Here's the main thing. You gotta have... Not that. Not that. You have to have a furnace that is taking in some cookable item, such as logs, and some fuel, such as logs. That's why I hook it up to a tree farm. It's the perfect combo. Logs and logs makes a working furnace, and it's easy to maintain. But we have to take it in from both the side and the top, and then pull out of the bottom, keep it running. And then basically we can hook it up to the actual furnace engine, which will spin. So we could have furnace engine blocks, I think as close as 2 blocks apart in a line, and then just have a single shaft connecting them, and we'll basically just have a huge line of wheels. That would be really cool looking. Which means we're gonna have a massive array of conveyor belts that are moving the lumber along. It looks so good. It looks so good. So we need to use... We're gonna need more brass. We have to use brass funnels. No, brass tunnels. These guys right here. They not only cover up the belt, but also... Yeah... They have filter slots, which is nice, but also you can stack them. Let's see here. So that... Here we go. Here's what you want. Parallel belts form a group of tunnels, and it will distribute the items automatically. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's not the thing. The thing is... blah, blah, blah. Split. Here we go. Yeah, this is it. We basically set it up. What is this? Force split will never skip out. Oh, we don't want that. And round robin stacks full. Maybe. I don't know. The point is that we can set these up together in a group, and it will divide out the lumber accordingly. And by using a filter on the side, we can drop out all of the unneeded stuff. Now here's the thing, they have to be connected. So we can either have a dummy filter on every other. Oh wait, no, we need logs coming out of all of it, don't we? I guess so. Yeah, so basically we can set up just a huge line of them such that our fuel source line will accept anything that comes out of the wood line, and the burnable, like the cookable line, will only accept logs. And then it'll just like keep splitting those items up as fast as we get them in. And we just have a huge line of tunnels on one side, and then a huge line of furnace engines on the other. Those are all going to be spitting out to a single conveyor belt line, maybe? of coal, and I don't know what we do with that much. It's charcoal. You can't do much with charcoal. You can use it as fuel, but, like, that's it. I think basically what we're gonna end up doing is, I don't know, have some kind of, like, overflow protection where it just dumps it off into some pit, and we just fill up a big pit with charcoal. We could funnel it back into the system as fuel. My concern is that we're going to wind up with basically too much. Does you need to go out? Okay, I'll get her outside. I will. That's true. Well, then it'll be a quick trip. I'll be right back, guys. Gracie did go out. He's out in the backyard. It's about time to wrap up. We're probably not going to get into more stuff. Let's see. So yeah, plan is just have a huge line of furnace engines, which means I need to make as many as I can. And then just do something with the charcoal. But the big thing we're interested in is the power generation. That's what we're in it for. Now distributing that, really don't know. It basically just conveyor belts, I guess, which can go like 20 blocks. Let's see here. Yeah. I think overflow is still a possibility. Like, I think there's no way we're going to use enough charcoal. But yeah, imagine, let's see, how do we want to have our furnaces set up? They're going to be running around, I think they're going to be running along the long dimension. Which means the wood is going to come in. I think I want to pull the wood out and then like run it back this way. And then this is our long set of tunnels, our brass tunnels that distribute to, you know, furnace engine 1, furnace engine 2, furnace engine 3, furnace engine 4, all the way down the line. And then charcoal will be just basically spat out, and then we can figure out something to do with it at some point. Basically, the concern with feeding it back into the system is we got to be really careful that it doesn't feed back in so much that the wood can't enter the system because there's too much charcoal in the way. It becomes a weird balancing act to make sure that there's enough. I wonder if we could have a second... Let me think about this. We have two hoppers. I got an idea of the perfect thing we can do that lets us get the charcoal back up the line into the specific chute that is for fuel without touching the line that is for logs. And the way we can do that is with one of these guys. They don't take a lot of power. The ejector can accept the charcoal that gets spit out and fling it back up to a waiting hopper or dropper. And that way, so let's see. Our line of furnaces is going to be heading this way, which means the charcoal line is going to be 90 degrees from what you see here. So the charcoal will come out, come down the line a little bit, and then get flipped back up. Oh, it can only land... okay, that'll be a little bit tricky, because I'll need to, like, shift it over by one block. But I want it to land, like, in this chute up here. Contains birch logs. These chutes can get full. That's one thing to worry about. So I might need, like, a secondary system or something. I don't know. Maybe, like, a secondary hopper somewhere that chains in. I want more. I want more. They're fun and exciting and whimsical. I know they don't quite fit in with the, like, the... Look, this guy right here is like this grungy, like, oh, steampunk, dwarf punk. We're going into the ground. Aye. Aye, lads. Grab your picks and shovels. We're digging to the core. And meanwhile, these, like, flippy pads are like, haha, it's the, you know, the, what is it? The Rube Goldberg, you know, Pee-wee's Big Adventure breakfast machine. Yeah, it's goofy and whimsical. Rockets. I like both things. I lean more towards the steampunk thing. The ejectors just solve a problem pretty well, though, you gotta admit. Basically, the problem is, how do I get this all the way back over there? I have to run a conveyor belt back up every time, and then, oh gosh, but it's gonna be spinning the wrong direction, so I need to use some gearboxes. Excuse me? Hello? Oh. Huh. Well, cool. See ya. Sure, that's fine. Alright, let's see here. Do we have any friends of the channel to raid tonight? GFE is on doing a raid. What is he doing? Cross keys. Do the cross keys. And I doubt GQ is getting online again. Where's Turtle just to a stream? If you need it. I know, bot. I'm working on it. Okay, I think we'll forgo the raid. Okay. Upcoming plans. Alright, so schedule is Sunday Minecraft maybe? I'm still pretty much in a Minecraft mood lately. Monday there will be no Dobbs West. Off week. We've got some unavailability, some scheduling conflicts, resource gathering. Yes, that's about all we did tonight. And we built a floor. We built a very good floor. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll do something different on Monday. I might dig out one of the old consoles, play some old N64 stuff or something. We should be back on the Dobbs Quest train the following week. And then, of course, Wednesday is Mario Maker. Everybody loves Mario Maker. It's a big thing. I think that's it, guys. Yeah. I hope you found it enjoyable. It's a bit weird coming into a D&D campaign, like, you know, a campaign and a half through and almost at the end of one. But yeah, it's fun. Alright guys, have a good night. Again, thank you for hanging out. See you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.